Ooh, Crusaders versus Blues, guys. What a match. I'm just going to have to get my breath back a little bit after that game. That was one hell of a blockbuster, guys. Now, before this game, I've got noted here, I predicted the Blues to win this by 5 to 10 points, guys. I just thought they'd have too much firepower in the forwards, and you look at their backs, particularly their wingers and their fullback, outside backs, they're pretty dynamic. And I just thought that combined with the Crusaders, they're not the Crusaders of old. I just thought it would be too much for the Crusaders tonight. Whew, that first sort of 20 minutes, though, holy smokes, did the Crusaders come out with some intent? Wowee, physicality was brutal. 17 minutes in, Dallas McLeod denied that try in the corner. Yeah, the Crusaders of old, I think, would have scored a try like that, but it's these big moments that don't help the Crusaders. 18 minutes in, 3-0 to the Blues, and then shortly after that, there was a pretty good try to Ethan Blackadder, straight up the middle, under the posts. Shortly after that, the Blues responded with a try, and then at half-time, it was 15-12 to the Blues. At that point, I just still thought the Blues would have too much firepower in that second half. They'd come back, score a couple of tries, and it would be game over for the Crusaders. So, second half, the Blues responded with a pretty good try to AJ Lamb, and then the Crusaders came back with another good try to Christian Leo Willie, kicked for the corner. Yeah, ultimately, 61 minutes in, 26-20 to the Crusaders. At that point, I thought, ooh, this is going to be close, but I still thought the Blues would have too much firepower. Ultimately, the Crusaders, put some heat on them, didn't they? But the Blues got down the other end. That was a pretty well executed final try by the Blues, wasn't it? You know, some real good phases by the forwards, and then they released the ball out wide to Harry Plummer, a couple of phases out wide, try in the corner. Ultimately, Harry Plummer didn't get that kick, and then the Crusaders went down the other end. Full-time score, 29-27 to the Crusaders. So I went back to the drawing board afterward, guys, and I thought, well, on paper, I still don't even know how the Crusaders won this. But for me, Patrick Tuipulotu, I think, sort of summed it up well. It was just the errors. They made a number of careless mistakes and a few defensive lapses, guys. There was a number of tries tonight by the Crusaders that shouldn't really have been scored. Just the Blues just sort of switched off for 30 seconds a minute, try to the Crusaders. Switched off again, try to the Crusaders. So, back to the drawing board for the Blues there, but congratulations to the Crusaders. Another thing I sort of picked up on the Super Rugby and the way some of these teams are attacking is, and guys, let me know your thoughts on this, but a lot of these sides now are doing these numerous pick-and-go phases. So these sides seem to get in the 22 of the opposition, and then they just sort of pick and go, pick and go, pick and go. But what I think, or I've observed with it, is, guys, I don't think it's actually defendable, because what you see when you have these pick and goes is one, another one, another one, another one. It just ends up an absolute pit of bodies. And then so eventually, invariably, there's going to be a gap to the left or right of it. And then when there's a pit of bodies, how does the defense even get enough men to stop the next pick and go? I just question that it's actually defendable. It's quite effective on attack, though, isn't it, guys? Players to watch from tonight. Look, Hoskins Satutu, he was immense, wasn't he? Look, his ball carries were brutal. A number of them made the advantage line. His work at that breakdown was brilliant, wasn't it? Just his general play. Yeah, I've been particularly impressed by him tonight. I think if he keeps up this form, he'll be there and thereabouts for the All Blacks. Ethan Blackadder, back from injury. Wow, his ball carries were again immense, weren't they? His general play. I think something underrated with him is just his overall work rate. Like the amount of tackles he makes, the amount of breakdowns he hits. He's got a big engine on him, right? He gets around and he does a lot of work. Harry Plummer, again, I thought he was pretty good tonight. Look, it's his leadership, his general game management. Yeah, but he kicks well, he passes well, he tackles well. He's just a general good round footballer, isn't he? I think he's going to be in that All Blacks fold later in the season. Guys, I'm still a bit shocked by this match, but again, congratulations to the Crusaders. 29-27 victory to them. Certainly a blockbuster of a match. Guys, if you've enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and add your comments on the match. Cheers.